Very good evening to one and all. Today we are going to discuss about the advancements in low vision. Okay. Now before going to the advancements, I hope you all have done your low vision aids in your bachelor's as well as in master's first year. So I would just like to show you a few low vision aids. These low vision aids were displayed during one low vision workshop. Okay. Hope you know all these or the names of all these low vision aids. If you find anything which is new or which you haven't seen or you want more information about, we can definitely discuss it on WhatsApp. Okay. Now before going to advancements in low vision, there are many small things which we can incorporate in any low vision clinic to make it much more simpler for the patients. Okay, so there are the very first thing which I feel is important in any low vision clinic is this. I hope you all know what it is. These are simulators. Simulators are just simple goggles which have to be worn, and then you can see what exactly the patient with particular disease sees the world. Okay, so this I think has to be there in every low vision clinic, wherein the patient's relative will wear this and we can ask him to perform few tasks so that he knows ki, okay, the patient is finding it difficult to do this and whatever small little things. Okay, so this is one thing which is missing in most of the low vision clinics. I don't find it most of the low vision clinics. So I think this is a very small thing which you can incorporate. Instead of telling the relative, okay, this is how the patient sees, just give him this goggle and ask him to wear, then he will himself understand it much more better. Okay, so what we had done is we had used these LASIK goggles and we had a bit tried to simulate it with few diseases. So this is very simple thing which you can also make in your clinics. The second most important thing was this one. This is a Fresnel lens. Okay, most of them use this for watching mobiles also, and this is very readily available and very cheap device. Okay, so now what we had done is we had used it to help the patient read newspapers. Okay, so we just have incorporated it. We just made a head belt. Okay, and this is how we had made use of it to read so that your hands are free. Okay. Also, if you don't want to make it that sophisticated, this is a simple thing. You can just ask the patient to use this so he can carry it and he can see whatever he wants to see. Okay, so the magnification which it gives is about 4x. So the patient who requires a 4x magnification, you can just give the sheet to him. The third thing which we had made is this we labeled this as pen magnifier. We had prepared this pen magnifier, hardly 10-12 rupees pen. Okay, and then we had placed the lens inside at adjusting its focal length basically, so that what happens is when the patient writes, he could see through the lens. So there is no more extra device which he has to utilize while writing. So this is a very simple thing. We had used this lens from the perimetry trial set. Basically it's a full rim lens. Okay, you can make, we are trying to make modifications in this, so we are making it much more simpler. The simpler lenses which we use in spectacles also can be incorporated in this way. Okay, now these inventions are still, it is under the loop and in the pipeline. Let's see how it works. I think these are much more simpler and the cheapest device, easy to use for the patients. So you can also think of some such devices. Okay, now we move on to the next actual part, which is the advances in low vision aids. So there are advances in many other sectors. What we would be focusing are these four. What is the role of digital technology? What are the advances in the neurofunctional rehabilitation? How can we restore vision by using the retinal prosthesis, and restoring vision by cellular therapy? So we'll first look at the role of digital technology. Okay, now here I have displayed the YouTube links also, so you can just go on to the YouTube link and you can get more information on it, because everything cannot be covered in this presentation. The very first which I would like to tell you is, this is a very simple thing. I think most of us, most of the presbyos, most of our relatives, our parents may be using this. May not this app, but definitely we just enlarge the font size in our normal mobile and then we give them. Okay, so that they can see the mobiles without use of spectacles. but this is an app which is useful for low vision patients also. It can magnify it up to 300%. Okay, so enlarge font is the name of the app. The second app which helps the low vision patients is Claria Zoom. Okay, this is one of the award winning app, they say, for low vision patients. It is easier to use, and also it has more than 20 plus features which a normal mobile usually has. Okay, the third is Iris Vision. Iris Vision is just a small this device which you have to wear it. Okay, and you can see images which are in a magnified manner. This is specifically useful for macular degeneration patients wherein you do have a central scotoma. Now this is a YouTube link. If you could see above, there's a YouTube link there, or you can just type Iris Vision and how it works. It's a very beautiful video, in animated video you say, okay, where they have explained how this works. So basically it has two parts, one is a camera and one is a headset. Okay, and there are buttons at the side here wherein you can just magnify it or minify it according to your need. So various activities can be done by using this Iris Vision, and it is portable, so you can take it anywhere. Okay, this is Pebble HD, which is a video magnifier. So whatever you need to read or write, you can just keep it this way at an angled manner, and then you can write it down. There are two buttons, minification and magnification, where again you can adjust according to your need. This is one more, OptiLeg. This is also a video magnifier. Just keep in mind which is what. Okay, so the previous, this is Pebble HD and OptiLeg. These two are the video magnifiers. Now here the advantage is you can change the contrast also, because see, few people are very much comfortable in reading black on white. Okay, some are on a maroonish background with a white. Okay, so here you can adjust the background color with the font color. So that's the advantage in this video magnifier. The next is you must have seen many kids videos wherein there are story books which are read out to them, and few are animated, few videos are there. Okay, the stories are being enacted in a video form. Fine. So this idea has come from here. We have also thought that why not read out books for low vision patients also. So we do have an app known as KNFB Reader, wherein there are many things which are feeded in. You just go to this app and you search out for whatever you want, whatever books you want to be read, and the app will read it out to you.